GK Insurance understands that with the growing threat of cybercrimes locally, you need a sophisticated solution to protect the things and people that are important to you. It is with great pleasure that we introduce Cyber Control. Cyber Control is an insurance solution that provides a safeguard against disruption and losses that may arise from cybercrimes, such as expenses associated with data restoration, ransomware payments, cost of replacing personal documentation, business interruption, and litigation costs. Your GK Insurance team provides 24/7 support with the help of our cyber insurance partner. This allows for our clients to make reports immediately of suspected cybercrimes and receive instant feedback. For more information on cyber control and tips for a safer you online, visit our website at www.gk-insurance.com or simply give us a call at 888-429-5454. Cyber Control is designed for your protection.
And we are live, folks.
Listen to me. Listen to me. This is the match. And I know that I may have said that for every match thus far, but after CM Hines put in an exceptional performance last night, he unfortunately came up short. He lost 7-6 to the FIDE Master from Trinidad. And no, Jamaica is without a victory in the Caribbean Clash, but we need a savior. Who do we turn to? Where do we go? We turn to the Jamaican savior. His Lichess handle says the same. It is FIDE Master Joshua Christie from Jamaica. He is a prodigy, to say the least. Let me just give you some quick stats on him. He's 2206 in Standard. He's 1915 in Rapid and 2078 in Blitz. He faces the stiff competition of FIDE Master Allan Munro from Trinidad, and I see the Trinidadians in the host. And FM Munro, he's 2005 in Standard, 2064 in Rapid, and 2084 in Blitz. They have never met on Lichess. They've never played each other online, and so this is going to be fresh territory. Joining me in studio is the other half of the dynamic duo, FIDE Master Damian Davy, the 4-time national champion of Jamaica, and as a special guest commentator, we have in the house international master Shane Matthews. Believe me, he is affectionately called the magician. Now you see your ratings. No, you don't. Without further ado, listen, the Twitter sphere has been rich with talk. WhatsApp has been rich. The Trinidadians have insisted that as long as they play, Jamaica will not win. And I don't know what's going to happen. Listen, after a few lucky victories, Jamaica is here with Daya. And listen, I'm in my war attire. I'm wearing Manchester United. Glory, glory, Manchester United. And I always have the trusty flag. I'm here. Who do I expect to win? I expect FIDE Master Joshua Christie. I expect him to dominate. I expect us to get our first victory on the trot. I turn over to you, FIDE Master Davy, and just a quick word from International Master Shane Matthews.
Well, Raggy, that was an introduction. I won't even say much more than that, because I don't want to impact the players' play today. So for guys just joining, please remember to hit that subscribe button. Also like the video on YouTube. For Shane today, we have this lovely photo because we were having some technical difficulties with the camera. So just imagine this photo with his Jamaican shirt. Imagine he's speaking, and just follow the knowledge that that's coming from I am Shane. And Shane, I'll just have you say a quick intro, and then I will remind everyone of the rules.
Yes. All right. Thanks for that Damien, and thanks for that introduction. Should I say the Ron Burgundy of chess, Raglan Winter?
You may,
But
you may.
yes, definitely we're looking forward to an entertaining match. Like Raggy, I am hinting that the Jamaican Saviour, our young Joshua Christie, should walk away with this one, but certainly not a walkover. Little is known about Allan Munro from Trinidad, I guess being overshadowed by the likes of Joshua Johnson and Ryan Harper and Kevin Cabalis. But nonetheless, Allan Munro is a player to be reckoned with. I'm looking forward to Joshua going through his opening repertoire and just blazing a trail, man. Blazing a trail. First victory for Jamaica.
Okay,
All right.
excellent,
Right.
excellent stuff.
Okay.
So, just to remind everyone, it is a race to 7 points. So, this first player to reach 7 points will win. If both players somehow reach 7 points at the same time, they will play until the first decisive result. The players have never met on Lee Chess. Well, at least under these handle, they probably have, but not under these handle. Joshua Christie is white in the first game. Allan Munro is black in the first game. All right, players, can you hear me? Joshua, you may play the first move. All right, the first move has been played. Okay.
Okay,
so
we're
I've
off.
muted myself so the players can't hear me, and everything is good. Okay, Raggy, I didn't want to talk about this when the players could hear, but look at Joshua's attire. He is rocking a soldier suit. It's a soldier suit. Look at the headgear. I'm not sure if we can see it, Raggy.
Yep, man.
But
Yeah,
he's
man, I can
rocking
see it.
a military outfit. It is war time.
I
It is
agree.
absolute wartime. There's no smiling. Rep is being played. Everything. It's clean.
A Slav.
A Slav.
Yes. I actually like this. Queenie to D1. Listen, play what you know what you play.
Know what you play. We have been saying that non-stop, Raggy. But Shane, you have a lot of experience in these Slav structures. So could you explain what's going on here?
Yes, the black side of this is a line that I have played from time to time against the likes of Delisle Warner, international master from Barbados. I actually played this line against Grandmaster Tommy Nyback from Finland as well.
Yes.
It's a very solid line. And normally Wise gets his best chances by swapping the knight for the light square bishop and going for an endgame. This move here e5 is not playing to that theme. Normally we would go for knight h4.
Okay, and take the bishop off and g6
with the knight, right, and go for an endgame with the bishop here and a bit more space.
But here's what's a little interesting now. The bishop on b4 seems aggressive, but it has no quote-unquote escape squares as the queen is on e7. Is there any way to exploit it? Queen goes to d8 now, as we just speak about it. Right, so I suspect if we see a move like bishop
g5,
d2,
well, bishop
right.
g5 to get the d6 square. Oh, knight. He's going for mate.
Yeah, he's going to try and swing the queen over to the h file.
Yeah,
Wow.
queen g4 and stuff. You remember f6 could be a little sensitive because the pawn is still on e5.
Well, the e6 would be hanging, and of course you'd be walking
Right.
into a 4 here.
So
But yeah,
Is it just me, or does it look like black might be in some sort of trouble?
I don't know. It probably is too early to call it. It should be interesting to see how he responds to queen h3. That idea is simple, but it seems effective.
It seems very effective. It seems
yes,
very
he's going straight
effective.
for it. He's going straight for it.
Is it so obvious, but yet so hard to stop?
Over the board in this time control is definitely a very annoying.
Very annoying. I am Shane. It's simple, but he's going for mate.
He is, and if you
Yes.
look at it, the bishop on c1 still has not yet moved, and white has this position which seems to be a little dominating. Wow. Yes.
So in the chat, the fans are saying this is the new Joshua.
Oh, yeah, the Jamaican Saviour.
We already know it's him. He's not using his regular account, the Josh 876. No. The Jamaican Saviour has arrived.
He has.
We cannot take
And-
anything from Allan. I've seen him play many times. I've played many competitions with him. He is a strong. Wait.
Look at the
Exchange.
Yeah, it's desperation, but he has to do something about the
Yeah.
It's
defense.
necessary. Woo! And
That's
that is
it.
with a pawn.
That's a clean exchange. Clean with pawn.
It's a pawn. How can I get more from this?
Queen H3 still.
All right. Yes. Can
Or
I get
E6.
more?
Maybe E6. The knight has to
I'm
go to
greedy.
some funny square like B8.
Listen, I'm greedy. I want more. I want more. Yeah, but Queen H3 still hits D7.
Yeah,
I
it
want
does.
more. I want more.
The move is F5 now. Let me see.
You may be forced to, and after knight G5, I don't even know. The queen on B6 does not have time to go for B2. It doesn't
Yeah.
burn
So-
in, you can't go pawn.
An important point to note, Raggy, he played Queen F3 instead of Queen G4. That did keep the rook on F8. So he didn't have
Yes.
any time to move the rook and to
attack.
play knight F8 to protect H7. So Mr. Elliott is sharp as usual. Maybe in commentary he's like 2-6 as well, Raggy. You know?
Fair enough. Sharp like a razor.
Like a razor.
Notice that black had no time for queen times B2.
No.
Everything.
He will never
Yeah,
have time for these moves.
And so how do we continue now? How do we continue? The rook is already on D1, which is semi-open. Do you now switch it to E1 and put rook A to D1, or do you go C1?
Right, he
All right,
played
fair.
rook C1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the idea here, Shane? I mean, white is definitely much better, probably close to just winning, but he needs to convert because this knight is coming to
Yes.
E6 to hold
Yeah.
pressure on
King.
D4.
Yeah, he's trying to set up a blockade on the white squares. White needs to find some activity for his rooks. One possible continuation, if he goes for knight e6, is it looks it's pretty straightforward. QH4, rook d3, and rook h3. That's an idea. pretty brutal, but you know.
Yeah.
Or go for g4 at some point.
Yeah.
But he has to break open and open some files.
Yeah.
Is this a pawn? No, he will be attacking the pawn. And wait, can't he take this pawn on D4? What's happening here? It looks like he could have.
I don't know if this was the
Probably-
most accurate. Yeah, I don't know if it
should
was
have
the most-
taken it. So
I
who
don't
is
know if
white?
it was-
White is Joshua.
Right. I don't know if this was the most accurate continuation, but no, after a move, you have to be a little careful now because of knight e2 check. So you don't have,
Queen c4 is good.
yeah, just in case anybody wanted queen
G3.
right. So you have to be careful. You have to be a little accurate.
But he has made this one a little too complicated for comfort. But he's much better now. The knights are being driven back.
No, the knight is gonna get e4.
E4. Wow.
Yeah, so sure. I mean, clearly he's better, but you know.
So you should just play F3 then.
Or wait until it goes to e4 and play
then
with
play
tempo.
F3. Yeah.
Right. If anything, you might
Okay. He played
If
F3
anything.
immediately. Whoa.
I think the king might be. Yeah, you might have to hit it with h4, but I don't
Look at
know.
the
Oh, he has to
time.
go for
It
some
might be
b4
a
ideas.
scramble. It might
He
be
has
a
to
scramble.
open. He has to open some files for those rooks.
Oh Lord. All right. So in a time scramble, I have complete faith in the save.
In the savior.
Yeah, man. He plays Hyperbullet, which is a 15-second game, and I think it's madness, but it improves his speed, right. He needs to
Right,
get
and
the
he is blitzing the moves.
king
Ah.
off g2.
That's a nice move.
Yeah.
And take and then, well, probably
Oh,
not take, just bring the rest of the piece in the game. This is difficult. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
He,
yeah.
he
You
ran
have to
out
get
of
some open
moves.
files.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, so the savior takes the lead. But hey, a lot of games are still remaining. So guys who are just joining, please remember to like the video and to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Right. Alright. Alright, so this should be interesting. If you remember yesterday's game, the early capture on F3, yeah, it's not the same, but hey, maybe it takes you out of your opening repertoire.
Yeah, I mean this one looks fine, but white seems better to me. Yeah, white seems better, but that's certainly what I think about these structures. But this one, maybe black will definitely pull ahead in this one. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't like this this line against the Trompowski. It's not the best I should say the most aggressive line against the Trompowski.
One must deal with the Trompowski appropriately. You know?
Correct.
Must deal with the Trompowski appropriately. That's just my thought on the whole matter. But there are many ways to play it, but that's just me. The Trompowski can be very annoying if you do not know what to do.
Yes, indeed. Quite a number of our Caribbean players have used it in the past and quite successfully as well. Our own Warren Elliott, Barbados' own Ron Buckmeyer. I don't know how many players know the name Ron Buckmeyer, but Ron Buckmeyer was very famous for using this as a weapon and beating many strong players back in the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah, I have only seen that name on crumpled paper, sir.
Okay. And of course, our own Malalorn, who is to play in the coming rounds, is also an exponent of the Trompowski. Although I shouldn't be giving away any weapons.
Trust me, I'm sure you're not giving away anything. These players, they are well researched. Nothing surprises them. All right, so yeah, so this is a problem with this structure. White structure looks good.
I don't know. Do you? Oh, fair enough. And then rook b8 or a6 or b4.
No, he will play it. Yeah, because he wants to get an f5.
But he should have played knight e3 instead. He should have gone knight e3.
Correct, because f5
no. He would have dropped the pawn on e4. He would have dropped the pawn on e4. So wow. I am starting to really like black in this position.
Oh yes, the bishop here, definitely.
So bishop takes f5 and the bishop are hitting the queen side. He has idea of a5, b4. The play is relatively easier for black in this current setup. He can also, well, he won't give up his bishop here by playing rook takes e2, queen takes bishop f3. He might just get queen f3 in that line and
right, yeah, not for free.
Not for free.
He has to win a pawn at least for that exchange.
I mean, he has been taking a lot of time. I was wondering if he was considering it.
Yeah, I think the position is slightly better for black, but he needs to find concrete plans as well. White's position is still quite solid. No real weakness to attack besides the extended pawn and d4, so he just needs to coordinate properly. And the knight might be coming to d4 to go into that weak c6 square at some point. So I think here a little finesse is required.
Yeah. Do you know, I was actually now contemplating rook times e2.
Ah, okay. I was thinking about queen b6. Just prevent the knight from going to d4.
The d4?
I think he's trying to pressure the d5 pawn, but that might not be such an easy thing to do. Yeah, he has to go for b4.
Well, it could have gone for, well, probably. What will he play now?
Oh, so he's banking on the fact white doesn't really, bishop times c4 may not be necessarily that good because c3 might be quick.
Take, bishop take. The rook is on pre.
So
both rooks are on pre.
Right. So it's a good tactical eye. Let's see the follow.
Well, it gives black targets. This b4 move gives blacks a lot of targets. b2 and c3.
All right, but this is a decent response from Allan.
Yeah.
What should he do now? Take and play queen a5.
Queen a5 immediately.
No, I was looking at queen a5. No.
Pawn
Just to ask.
takes.
Yes, queen a5 immediately
Okay.
is good because it threatens c3 once again, and the a2 pawn the rook is tied down.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fair enough. Move orders. And so
Yeah, no, you see, this is the difference between
the pawn and
playing
d5 is
queen
dead.
a5 before.
The pawn and d5 is dead.
But
How will he
Shane is
take
now
it?
saying. Shane is now saying perhaps what happens if the move order was reversed?
I'm not sure I like queen takes, but
Well,
Well, black has all the play in this position, the bishop here and the extra pawn.
yeah.
And obviously his rooks are more active. Rooks are way more active.
Oh, wow. This is
so he cannot take on c4 because he drops a
No,
piece.
it's taboo.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's see.
Good because a2 is still threatened.
a2 is threatened.
Yeah,
This is
one
game.
is over.
This is game.
This is over.
This
look.
game.
This is.
Yeah,
wow.
he'll swap the rook.
He
Yeah,
resigned.
yeah.
He resigned.
And win the a2 pawn.
Wow.
Okay, the Saviour is 2-0 up. So Allan needs to bounce back. He cannot go 3-0 down.
No,
It's more difficult.
we're gonna see another slap.
Yeah, this reaches 7. I have no problem with him bouncing back there. You know?
When it reaches what? 7?
Yeah, man. I think he can bounce back.
Bounce
but,
back
you
at
know?
7. Wow.
All right.
Allan needs to change something though in this line.
I didn't like a5. I don't think a5 gave him anything,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't expect to see it now.
No.
It's thematic. It's thematic, but
No, he had
yeah.
a5 on queen e, and then he put the queen back 8 because he recognized that the bishop had to go back. So even if he plays, I don't think he should play queen first or a5 and then queen e7. I think queen e7 with a5 was the slide.
He played a5 again. So let's see.
Let's see. Yeah. And I think here had played e4, and I was worried about it because of bishop times c3 first.
He'd probably just take on f5, and then he will take on e6. Yeah.
And then it's a little messy, yeah. So,
Yeah. Then he's dropping
for the same
material.
time.
E4 was played.
E4
Should he play
Yeah.
bishop g4 now?
as the
Okay,
improvement,
the
no
same.
still plays, right? And Shane in the last game we had e5,
Yeah.
and then bishop. Yeah, Shane is now saying normally you'd go knight h4.
Well, it depends. In the last game, black played queen e7. Okay, he played bishop h4.
Yeah, he played bishop, right.
h5.
Yes, Allan has to change up the move what he played in the last game. He doesn't want to go into the same kind of situation.
Because essentially it was like a ready-made attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, and this again looks like standard stuff.
Yeah, why not? Why not? What's stopping me with e5? E5, knight d5?
Yeah,
Or
but
bishop
it's
d-
it's slightly
bishop
different
d5.
now.
Yeah,
The spin is
Bishop
annoying.
very. Because you never want to play h6 and g5 when the bishop is outside of the f8. Or when the bishop can't go to g7 readily.
Well, I mean, for
Yeah.
both sides, both pins are 9. The bishop on h4 is a 9. The bishop on g5 is a 9. So maybe you should just go bishop e7. Maybe you need to swap some pieces for sure. Queen b6.
Queen e3, I think I solve everything.
Repeat. Queen e3.
Yeah, man, I think queen e3.
Queen
I
e3.
can solve. Yeah.
Another possibility would have been queen to c7 with the idea of e5.
Okay.
Yes.
e5 as
That-
well.
That brings the game into yeah, that no shame.
All right. So
No shame. Jeez.
okay. So Harper is saying queen e7 was unnecessary in the first slab we saw, and
Yeah.
f takes g6 was necessary. So So that was probably a slight improvement.
F times G6. Wow, that's rarely.
Well,
Okay.
instead of H takes was probably reflex. Someone takes on G6, you capture to the center, but not when your king is so is going to be mated.
Yeah. So, like we said, you've seen Queen E3. No, this is annoying E5.
Black is solid here, Shane. Black is solid.
Yes, and he has options of E5 or C5 at some point.
This is a significant improvement, Raggy.
Yeah,
it's almost like a brand new game. It's just, yeah, this is nice for Black. I mean, I'm not sure if it has achieved equality, but it's much better than allowing E5 and bishop takes G6 and knight G5 and queen F3 and H3 to mate you. So it's a significant improvement. So what are the plans here for Black, Shane? E5 or C5? What are the plans
E5
here
or C5 at some point?
For white, Raggy? What do you think?
Oh, I think you have to go rook at A to C1 to try and hold, because I think if E5 is coming, you may want to exert some control on that file. Additionally, if E5 is even threatened, you may want to play E5 yourself.
Black is now threatening bishop C3 to win the pawn at E4.
Ooh.
Right. So no, you may be forced to go E5.
He played knight. Okay.
That's an interesting way. But I think after bishop times C3.
There's always the intermis of knight takes D7.
Attacking the queen first.
Okay, so we'll have a queen trade maybe.
No, but white is dropping the pawn at E4. I think there was a blunder by Joshua.
How is he dropping it?
After the exchange of the queens at E3, E4 is hanging.
Yeah. You remember? He's gonna take.
Can't he just play bishop takes F6 first? That's a pawn.
Right. Maybe he can get to squeeze in F3.
Yeah, I didn't like bishop C3. I would have just taken that E4 immediately. And retain the bishop here as well.
At the time, you can.
Yeah, this opening went pretty good for Black. Of course, it's pretty good, especially when you're up material. So he still has the bishop here. This pawn and A5 might need some support in some lines, so he might have some compensation.
Which is why bishop C3 was unnecessary. He should have just Allan should have just grabbed the pawn at E4 without bishop C3.
Folks, listen to the magician. He knows his stuff. So for guys just join in, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Also like the video as well. He's threatening F3, but it will never trap the knight, right? It will never trap the knight.
Oh, it might know.
How? The knight goes to G3 and attacks the bishop on E2, and it can escape on F5. Wait, his time is running.
The time. Yeah, down to the time now.
But I'm dropping the second pawn. Oh, I didn't take E5. Why didn't I take E5?
Is the knight dead? The knight died. The knight died.
Oh Lord!
Unbelievable. The knight was hunted.
Yeah,
the knight got checkmated.
He was defending the second rank.
Wow. The knight got checkmated.
And then bishop C5, maybe.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is a tough break for.
This is
Yeah. E5
so
drops.
Take with check first.
Yeah.
Take yes.
And Joshua will not lose on time. I can almost guarantee you that.
No, and being a bishop up helps a lot as well.
Helps a lot, of course. Wow, that was
just guaranteed victory, but it allows you to, it helps. Certainly doesn't hurt.
Yeah, Joshua is extremely fast in these scrambles. Extremely fast.
Yeah, man. 19 seconds, loads of time.
Yeah. That doesn't D7 and it's over.
That doesn't concern me. The bishop holds everything.
The bishop is holding everything, yes.
Wow,
exactly right.
He slipped in that one, Shane.
Yeah.
The knight got mated.
Yes.
Wow.
He got in that problem because of bishop C3, because the knight could always have retreated to knight C5.
Yeah. Tough decision. So we are seeing E4 on the board. This little line.
Oh yeah, so yes.
Just should take on e4 and play knight f3.
Oh man.
Yeah.
As we expected the French because he has been trained. His coach is National Master Michael Solomon from the Royal Chess Academy. Anywhere that he is, we want to tell him a special good evening. And he has been playing it since he's a Jew.
But this is good stuff, but mostly for... Well, I don't know. Sometimes these positions are tricky, Raggy. I always think that black equalized very early out the opening, but sometimes white just has a nagging little edge, and it's maintained. Well, for example, no, I definitely prefer playing white than black.
Yeah, man, knight e4 and work it out.
But you're a French player, right, Raggy?
Yeah, man, I am. But to be honest, I don't take these types a little seriously when you have early exchanges in the center. It solves most of your problems immediately. So I don't know. I really don't know.
The exchange French is not the exchange variation is not the best way to compete against the French defense. It gives black near equality. I said near equality.
Yeah. So the knight is going to c2 to e3, something like that.
Well, knight wanted to go to c5, but hey, plans change. You know, it was just like 2020. You know, plans change. And queen d6, and you have come out of the pin.
They're saying he respects his opponent, so he resigned. No. He's resigning because the position is lost, especially against a player of Joshua's caliber. There's no hope. This guy's fast like bullet.
Knight
All right, this bishop on c3. This pawn on c3 is threatening bishop takes f3 and knight takes g4, winning a piece.
Correct. All right. Pressure c3 some more. Capture the open file. Rook at h6. Yeah, man.
Should he play h3 now, white? I don't know. I still slightly prefer white in this position.
You still do?
Yeah,
Why?
just ever so slightly. I don't know. I'd be more comfortable playing white than black. That's just me. It's really just that preference.
Okay. And no, I don't know if bishop h4 is. I don't know.
F4 or h5? So you went h5.
F5, right. I don't.
White should go rook c1 now.
Rook c1, rook c8.
And then bishop e3. Save the bishop.
But I remember when you were saying as white, you should not be playing just for... You know, you shouldn't just... Your position should not just be there, you know? You should be winning. You know, you're white.
Not winning, but you should set problems for your opponent.
Setting problems for black, always.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the problem black is facing now?
Really the pawn on d5 is probably the biggest weakness in the position. At the moment, white still has the bishop here, but...
I don't like that move.
Does this drop material?
I don't know that. I don't understand that move.
I can feel
no,
material.
he wants to take back with the queen, and then the knight is pinned.
Let me see. Something looks fishy here.
What about... Wait, so I'm actually looking at queen... What about... Can I try queen f6? Or that... No, that doesn't work, does it?
Queen f6 sitting f2?
Yeah, it doesn't... No, it doesn't work.
Doesn't feel like it works. You can probably just play knight takes e4, knight takes e4 or something.
Attacks f6 queen. Is it a good move then? Maybe I can play bishop g6.
White has to play queen e2. I suppose knight e4 is a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, the knight is pinned.
I was actually still looking to take the knight. Queen takes, and I still have rook f8.
Okay. What are the prospects in the endgame, though? You should probably go rook e3, right?
I don't know.
There's some annoying queen a3 eventually to attack the b6, the b3 pawn.
Don't like playing against a bishop.
Starting to favor black now. All of black's pieces are well coordinated.
Really a boaty, come on.
No, not a boaty, but I adjust based on the position on the board.
Oh.
You have to be able to recognize when you are no longer better, Raggy.
Reasonable.
You have to know when to switch plans.
Fair
You know, and one of the thing you must be able to change your opinion once you're given more information. Right?
Said like a true programmer, data analyst.
I think White just has to change the pawn structure by playing bishop e3.
Yeah.
Putting his rook behind the c pawn and going for c4.
That
Yeah,
looks
but
like a decent plan.
Yeah, I'm now wondering if White is starting queen e8 sometimes.
I don't think he wants to play rook e2 and get bishop e3, locking that rook out.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a full house today, Raggy. Everyone came here to see the soldier man fight. That's of course a Saviour. He's in what's that? A soldier durag. This is business time, you know, Raggy. This is business time. The time for childish play is over.
And if you notice, he's setting the bar high because his brother finishes his match on Friday. So he's saying, listen to me, Michael, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah.
And you can see here, Allan is suffering on the clock as well. You know,
not really on
the clock.
on the position, but on the clock.
On the clock.
He has to play natural looking moves and don't drop any material. And
yeah, but he's not doing that. Rook a5
doesn't seem natural to me.
No.
Question.
Again, bishop e3 and he swung the queen from the center to the wing where it's not doing much at h5.
Hold up, we're going for a scramble.
Exactly.
Because if bishop e3, I may have rook times e3.
Can't believe that. That looks too risky.
No man, because you're gonna get the pawn.
Wow, that rook reach. Does he have queen e1 check and take on c3? I don't know. I'm too timid to take that. Too much things is happening.
Bravo. I think what he
is the pawn dead? Is the pawn dying?
Yeah, he can play rook c3. He could have played rook c3.
He needs to take on e5. Take on e5. Take on e5. Take on b3. Yeah, take on b3.
No. You're pushing it now, Damien.
Yeah, it's another pawn. Yeah.
You're pushing it, Damien.
Let's see what's happening in the scramble. I prefer the side with the knight.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs to defend this well. Okay, the queen is going to f1 to mate. That's mate.
F1,
oh no, it's not mate. It's not mate. The king runs. The king runs.
I can get rook b3 check. So check, same way.
He should have gone for qg2 and
he
then
blundered.
fork at h.
He blundered the piece.
Yeah.
He blundered the piece. Wow. That game probably should have ended in a draw, but
we'll take
it. Won't. It won't. It is require an ounce of technique, not a lot, maybe a little ounce, but we can call this one. We can call this one.
This is over. Yeah. This is over.
That was a tough blunder though, Shane. Allan
Very
can't
tough.
manage the time scramble.
Allan missed qg2. He could have played queen g2 check and then follow up with the fork at h4, knight h4, when the queen was at f5. But it's hard to see those combinations in the scramble.
And they're only F, not I, so.
Reason.
Wow, this is a very tough spot for Allan.
Yeah. He has to go. Spot. No. He has to go. I do expect to see another. Ooh.
But to be honest, he played that Slav much better than Joshua. He understood it very well. So, yeah, let's see what happens in this one. Because black should aim for the same structure. It's clear that white does not know the plans very detailed. And a5 now.
If
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. And
so here could be the improvement before e4. I probably could play
e4. There's always a problem of bishop g4.
Yeah, that's why I said before.
H3 doesn't
E4
work
probably
much.
try
H3 doesn't work much in this position.
Bishop G. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's always that way to go around this way. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bishop F4. Change it up. All right. Good.
Yeah, a new move before he played Bishop G5. So I guess the pin, you realize that the pin is not worth much.
Let's take a look at the chat. No, Fide Master Warren Elliott says, in other news, 7-Up I'm drinking.
Yeah. It's a very nice drink, Craigie. I like the 7-Up drink.
Did you know that
in fact, if you look at the series, it's named 7-Up now.
Oh,
yeah, 7-Up. So yeah,
favorite.
I'm not sure who said who introduced us to this 7-Up. The Beast, but they didn't know that we have the Beast Killer here. They didn't know that. Yeah.
Beast. Yeah, the Beast Killer.
The Beast Slayer.
The Saviour.
Yeah.
You know who my favorite dancehall artist is?
Who's that?
The 7-star general, my brother. All right.
You're a joker, Aggie. You're a joker.
Ready.
All right, guys who are just joining, please remember to like the video and to hit that subscribe button. Ray Brown. First, I'm seeing that name, Raggy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Welcome, Ray Brown.
Welcome.
I want to hail up all the Trinidadians in the house.
Yes, it's a full house. I think all the Trinis are here. Everybody cook dinner early. Yeah,
yes.
they're here early.
Yes.
Let me
we see you checking out the game, Fide Master Harper and Fide Master Joshua Johnson. Yeah. Don't cry for Argentina.
The Beast is not in the chat today. He's probably prepping some lines because the Beast Slayer will be unleashed upon him.
Yeah, man. I mean, you've heard Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, man. It's Joshua.
The Beast Slayer.
Beast. Right?
But we're getting ahead of ourselves, Raggy. Many rounds to go before both of those players play each other. But the main thing is Cupid has a bow. We must remember that. Cupid has a bow. So the players have to be careful. If he pulls that back, he means business. So quite a lot of exciting games to go before we start seeing some big clashes. But in the next round, a very exciting clash is Ryan Harper versus Orlando. That's a pretty one.
Interesting.
So
Very
we're gonna have
interesting.
that versus Barbados. And to be honest, I don't really know how that match is gonna go. I don't know how that match is gonna go.
No. We leave that one and see what happens.
Yeah,
we'll tell all the loser will join the commentary booth. So he'll be able to save face and explain what happened in his match.
Yes.
I don't know, Raggy, but looking at this structure for black, I feel I could play it, Cheers. White has
solid,
good
David.
pieces,
It's
but
very
it is so solid, man. And he has to be careful. He doesn't want to play E5 unless the time is right. Ooh.
E5. E5 is always a good.
Nice thematic move by black. But let's see. The rook is on C1, eyeing the queen.
Yeah,
so,
that's what that's my only reservation with the in E5 at that point.
All right.
Interesting, Shane. Very interesting.
Yeah. Can't I go Bishop G? Can't I go BG5 first?
Well,
since I don't B1.
Bishop G5. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't want to go BB1 because.
But if Bishop G5, why can't I just go Queen E7?
No. I'm not saying you can't. That's your prerogative.
Of course. But the main thing I'm looking at, Raggy, is that black is seeming to solve all the problems.
Yeah.
Are not
against
all.
BG5, knight FD7 works just as well too because you're threatening the pawn at A4 and protecting the knight at C5 with the other knight.
And you see why we have an IM here today, Raggy.
Right.
Keep us in check to remember our forks, our pins, all of those things.
Mate in one.
Tactics 101.
101. Is the pawn an E4? Is it a pawn? Not sure. I want it to be.
Sure, but there could be ideas of Bishop B6 after. or if he takes first,
Yeah.
like c6. I don't know. It's going to explode shortly.
No, it's a free pawn.
It looks
It's
like
a
a
free
pawn to
pawn.
me.
No man.
It's a free pawn.
If
There's
it
no
looks-
compensation.
yeah. Let's see.
No
Maybe
compensation.
you can find some, but doesn't look
Yeah.
like there is any. And Shane, we see it again. This line is very annoying.
Yes. Mhm.
Leave it alone. Don't challenge it again. If I was black, I would leave this line alone.
I guess bishop d5 is a move.
Right.
Ah.
You're going to try and win it back.
Pretty stuff.
Yeah.
Attacking
Mhm.
the knight and the pawn and c6.
And the two rook. And
A
the two-
fork, and it would be a fork.
Right. So
And a
you're
pin.
attacking.
And a pin.
Yeah.
And a pin.
So
Pin
you-
and win.
Pin and win. That's one. And then you're attacking a8, e8. Nice.
Let's see. That move
Nice.
looks
Knight c5 can.
I
Is
don't
that a
know.
blunder?
No, it looks okay.
Take attacking the queen. Then
I
what?
don't know. No, I don't know.
No, yeah, he has e4.
He has e4, but
No.
He has e4.
Can you go g4
Interesting.
first now? Just g4.
And what do you do with b4? Oh, you're trying to
G4.
save.
Yeah,
you're trying to-
I'm currently up a piece. So
Yes, okay.
Oh,
Yes.
he played it
G4.
g4.
Oh my god. Ooh,
Very
no
strong
fear.
move.
2600
2600 in
2600.
commentary. I tell them all the time, you know. I tell them all the
2650.
time. 2650? Wow,
Yeah,
wow. You're
yeah.
too kind, Raggy. That's a
I'm just
piece.
saying, my brother.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
piece.
And I'm taking all material.
All material.
material.
Wow,
All material.
wow, Raggy. This one is looking knight. I don't know. Any sensible move is good for
Yeah,
white.
just solid it up, just cover all those.
Yeah, just cover everything
Yeah.
and the game is over.
Yeah,
F5.
that f5 is hanging. Yeah,
Yeah.
f5 is gone.
Yeah, it's a little weakening.
Queen
Doesn't
takes
matter. The queen
g7
is
checkmate.
Oh Lord.
Study your mate in one.
Woo.
Always.
Study your mate
Always
in
a
one.
priority.
Wow.
All from the blue.
Study
Yeah.
your mate
Ooh.
in one. And again, we see it again, Shane. Mates in one.
Yes. Mate in ones, eh?
Mate in ones. But why did he switch from the Trumpowski? He got a very reasonable position out of that one.
Really? Do you remember the Trump Post game?
Yeah,
Well, I
do.
think
He
I
just
think
needed to
Allan
stop
senses
F5.
that he has to go for a winner now. So he's probably playing some rep that he's more accustomed
Yeah,
to,
he'll get
rather
Queen
than the
A5,
exchange.
Queen A4 maybe.
Yeah.
Something
Man,
like
90,
that.
96.
Yeah, and Queen Bishop D2, Queen A4. Or
Yeah. 97.
yeah, 97 too. But hey, if the queen goes on A5, probably best is just to go Queen A4 too.
Yeah, Queen A4 is the normal
Yeah,
response.
but for me, all these lines, Raggy,
Queen G4. Let's see if white is going for broke now.
it's not for broke.
Allan has to do
Alright.
something.
He should have
Alright.
gone Queen G4. He needs to ask the
Yeah.
questions, but this too is fine. I've played both. But I like the Alpha Zero way and just play H4.
H4. Yeah, man.
H4,
H4. 5. H4. Yeah, man. Oh, wow. Look how Joshua, the French is so dynamic. It's lovely. It's just lovely. It's just lovely.
Yeah, maybe
Queen
that's good.
yeah.
I like the
Queen is-
Queen G4 lines because it asks black serious questions.
And it's the sharpest way
It's the
to
sharpest
handle.
way. You ask a
You
man,
have to
does he want to lose?
G7. Does he want to lose?
Does he
H7. Yes.
And after he goes G6, then you just play. You'll probably give up the pawn and
Nope.
and
I would-
C2 on some of those lines, but
I'm not going French players not going G6. You might get King G8.
King
You may
F8.
get
King F8.
King F8. Sorry, you might get knight E7.
Yeah.
Queen times G7. Queen Rook G8.
If
Queen
King
times
F8, I
H7.
think maybe just like
Yeah.
A4 or something like that. But we should
Right.
have a lot of French players in the house, so they can
We do,
explain
we-
what's happening.
Queen C7. Fuck. This-
Queen C7.
Yeah, I don't really. You remember the queen has no real future on the queen side here.
You should travel just castle. Just
Yeah.
just castle.
It's not. Nothing is. You're gonna get knight 5 under the ideal conditions.
Black's plan
C7.
is clear.
Queen C7 already pressures E5. That one can't be defended readily because
Queen
you have
E1, Queen D1,
yeah.
Queen E2 defends it.
Yep. Yeah, but I'm saying you're asking wide question. You already played Queen B1. Are you gonna go back to D1 and waste a move? I don't know.
Yeah, but you have to play the position on the board. Can't play in the pass, Raggy. So if the queen needs to go back to D1, you put it on D1.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
F6, knight G5, knight F5.
Knight
While
G5.
black is threatening queen to C7, and the pawn at E5 can't be defended.
Can't be defended. So
Says you have to go Queen D1. No.
you can go G3. No, G3 loses the knight.
It's cracking.
Yeah.
It's cracking.
This line
It's
is
cracking.
failing.
Yeah, Queen B1. I didn't understand Queen B1 at all.
Not in that position. The standard way is
No.
H4, H5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to just understand Queen B. Right, Queen D1. You come back. Queen
Yeah, defend your
C7.
pawn.
Right.
And,
So that's 2 tempos lost. For nothing.
yeah, but still, you have to play
uh-huh.
realistically, Shane. It's gone.
Yes, of course.
Water
of
under
course.
the bridge.
Or
Reggie,
what
I need a saying for today. I know everyone turned up for the saying.
Okay.
For the
We're gonna.
saying. So I need to give them one shortly.
Okay.
But this is a
Only-
disaster for white. The opening
Only 4
was a
games.
disaster.
Definitely, Damien. Definitely. This look like it's gonna be 6-love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It will
seven
probably be
there.
6.
And if you the times as well. Once again, Allan is already down to 43 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
What about the simple idea, Rook F5 and double up? B5. Wow.
The fans
This
are
is bold.
saying the man, assuming the man to be Joshua, is not even
This-
smiling. He means
this
business.
Bold. This is but look at B5 with the simple idea of B4. This is bold. If the center is locked, Queen C7 first.
You play F4. Maybe we should have avoided F4. Just completely shut
No,
down the position.
I think
But he was
think-
picking up the pawn for free a while ago, Shane, right? With Rook,
Yeah,
with
Rook
Queen
F5
C-
and
Rook
Queen C7.
Yeah,
Right,
just pick up
that's
the pawn.
right.
Yeah, he shouldn't have allowed F4.
Yeah, but still.
yeah, but he's
many
opening
holes.
up the position
Too many
now.
holes.
He's opening up the position now. F4 is under pressure. I think you have to go G3 and hope for the best, right?
But prepare
And
for the
no-
worst.
No man,
That's
no.
a
I was
pawn.
thinking that's a pawn. Yeah, reasonable. How better can I go? Can I go Queen
Knight
B6,
D4.
Knight D4? Can I?
Knight
Ooh.
D4, Knight F5, Bishop C6, Rook D8. It looks like moves just playing
Knight-
themselves now.
Knight D. Yeah, Knight D. I'm gonna find Knight D4.
Knight
I'm
D4,
not-
you'll go. What will he play? Queen F2.
Boy, he's gonna come to it, you know. Yeah, Knight F5. It's
Yeah.
boy. This is White Castle. Wow. Okay.
Well, he had to.
He had to.
Most person would believe that castling was still possible, but hey,
E4.
no, he will drop the pawn and C4. We don't give back, Raggy. We take all.
Ah.
We take all.
Right.
Knight
If
F5
it-
first. Knight
if-
F5 threatens the fork at G3.
Knight F5, yeah.
Yes.
So he wants to play some rook on A7. Something wants to go on A7. So let's see what's
I don't-
up.
I don't think it works. I don't think it works.
He's getting some compensation though. At least the pieces are moving. Let me just say that the pieces are
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah, he
Right.
shouldn't have gotten all of this. And that's because
Yeah.
they allow an F4.
Hmm
F4 shouldn't have not. been
Why didn't he
allowed.
just take the pawn and B5? He missed the pawn. He missed the pawn and B5. Wow. Well, it's just time pressure, but that pawn should have been taken.
Correct.
Unless there
correct.
was some rook B8 trapping the queen or something. But
Oh,
there is this one is tough. This is a tough
yeah,
one.
it's
man.
over again. This is 6. This is 6.
This is
here.
6.
I don't know what to play. Do I play B2?
Definitely B2, of
Yeah,
course. Not
or do
B
I-
takes.
Yeah. Or do I knight times E3 first?
And then take on G2.
May swap
And
some
then-
pieces first.
Knight E3 tempo, B2.
Yeah, that's game.
I'm doing
There's no
everything.
move. There's no move now.
Everything.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Wait. From the
No, man.
depths?
No, man. King F7. And I'm
No,
good.
he's threatening rook takes c3, so he needs to handle that business first. Rook takes.
That's
Yeah,
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have time
It's
for
over. It's over. It's over.
He can't stop the queen, right?
Right. He just has to defend the pawn. Rook b8.
Rook b8, take, and then rook b1,
Right.
and
Because
that's a queen.
yeah, because the white rook has to go back to support the other rook. He can't take on c4.
Nope.
There's no time.
Okay.
Oh, locks.
So
Well,
he'll
that's
resign.
This is
Game.
you may get some checks and stuff, but I don't really know.
Nothing. That's nothing.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
Rook takes.
Pretty-
Some general move should win.
No, man. Rook h1 check, and that pawn will never queen. All right.
Let's bring the other rook and win the pawn. It's
Yeah.
over.
He'll resign now. Wow. Wow. But to be clear, Shane, that was not good technique by Josh. He gave too many chances. But
yes.
still, it was still tough on white, because this queen b1, queen back to d1, all of these plans were not really good. But all right, Allan needs to win, at the very least draw. Joshua is sticking with this line, which makes sense. Allan needs to win.
Yeah, so the score is currently 6-0. Yeah, it's a domino score, and we don't feel any way about it.
It has happened to us many a times, but
Only
still,
two, sir.
Even though Josh is giving 6 so far, it's relatively competitive. Joshua has to dig deep in some games to win.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, we just wanted the Trinidadians like half off on the channel and Cupid on the channel that your licks are here. Don't run. Your licks
I
are
don't think these guys don't run in again. These guys, they don't run. If you ask them to play right now, they'll probably play right now.
Fair enough. And this is just showing that FIDE Master Christie is on top form.
Top form. Is that song from Massacre? Top form?
Yeah, man. Massacre. Top form.
Yes, I'm particularly impressed with Joshua's play overall. He's playing the positions well. I think Allan's main difficulty is not handling the positions well within the time frame. Even though there's repetition. I mean, this position we have seen. I think with the only inclusion of h3, which makes it a little bit different. But Josh is handling the positions better and much faster than Allan is.
Yeah, I think the time is playing a key factor, and you just can't win the time scrambles. You can't win them. Josh is very fast in the time scrambles.
So e5 is what troubled Joshua the last time.
Yeah, but Allan did fall for some tactics in that line.
That's
Hold up,
true.
I need to find a saying. Let me go and find a saying before the fans demand a saying.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
Rook AC1 now, yes.
Yeah, and it's just a little easier to, Let me see if I can assist you.
Please.
With things. Please, I got this.
All right, so I found a few, but it needs to seem original, right?
No, fair enough. All
right, let's see. Well, more items. No. Right.
Joshua played d5 in this position.
Well, in a similar looking position without h3.
Correct.
So d5 again. Why not? Of course.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Why not?
If it ain't broke. The only thing chess players have in common is chess. Oh my. Wow. If your opponent offers you a draw, try to work out why he thinks he's worse. Nigel Short. I like that one. Always check. Always check.
Yes, there must be something why he's off from the draw.
There must be something.
Do you know what Michael Jackson actually said to the chess player?
What did he say?
It doesn't matter if you're black or white. You know? I can put that one in here.
It doesn't matter.
You know?
It doesn't matter, Raggy. It
Oh,
does
boy.
not matter.
I can put that one in there, you know?
It's always better to sacrifice your opponent's men. You know what this says, Raggy? Free peace must be taken. It is always better to sacrifice your opponent's men. All right, I'll save the rest for.
Yeah, I mean, we do have other
next
matches.
time.
I mean, tomorrow sees.
Okay, but let me just leave this one from Mikhail Chigorin. Even a poor plan is better than no plan at all.
Believe
That's
me.
very true. But you know what? I was watching a chess stream the other day with Lawrence Trent and Jan Gustav, and they're saying no plan is the plan too.
Fair enough.
If you play with no plan, that is just your plan. So if you want to lose, if you want to lose that way, by all means.
No. And remember, if you want a real plan, you can always consult National Housing Trust. Or an architect. You can't go wrong with either. Believe me.
But if you plan to play on the stream, you must contact the war planner.
Definitely. Goes without saying.
Wait.
In fact, I am Matthews. A couple persons have sent us messages asking us when you're going to make your debut in the showdown. Any words for them?
In the showdown.
Yeah.
Well, I had just given International Master Orlando Husbands my agreement to take part in his Armageddon tournament.
It is
Okay.
over.
So yes, I will be taking part in that
a tough one.
event.
Shane,
Yes.
Raggy, let me get you guys over to the other Skype.
Please,
That was
please.
a tough one.
Yeah, this was a tough.
All right, I'm closing this Skype, Raggy and Shane.
No
I'm
problem.
ending
Okay.
this call. Wow. Okay. Let me unmute myself so that the players can hear me. All right, players. You may unmute. I will bring Shane and Raggy over to this chat. I'm hearing some feedback from someone. Is it still you, Josh? Well, I muted you, Josh. I think it's coming from you. So when you're not speaking, you can just mute. All right. Are you back on, Raggy? Are you on?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yes.
I am Shane. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Any questions for the players? Any
Yeah, man.
question?
Well, good games, guys. Good games. Freedom Master Allan Munro. Good games, Joshua. Freedom Master Joshua Christie. Allan, let's take you first. You seem to have a little problem with your slab system against what Joshua played. Can you say why?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I remembered my lines correctly, but yeah, you seem to have caught me out in some lines there.
Yeah, I think the first game where he got that exchange, and after F5 and knight times E6, right?
Yeah.
What Ryan Harper was saying was that instead of H times G6, you could have tried F times G6.
Yeah, that was probably definitely better. Yeah.
Yeah, but then we saw where you switch it up, and then you started pinning the F3 knight. But it seems that Joshua got a little problem when you played E5 yourself. What was the idea behind E5?
Yeah, in those type of positions, you always want to try to break in the center to try to get some space, right? And with the bishop pinning the knight on F3, it kind of works in that position because any exchanges on E5 would just free my position with the rook on E8. Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying definitely you're going to look at this position going forward because it's a little troublesome. Yes?
Yeah, I think it was I think it was giving him a little bit of problems. I think I missed some tactics in the game for sure.
All right.
But, yeah.
Yes.
Any word from you, Shane?
Yes. I think Allan got some reasonable positions in the Slav. It's well-known positions, and of course, yes, the timing of breaking in the center is key. Either via E5 or C5 at some point. I think Allan had missed a very good opportunity when he won the pawn at E4, but I think he did so with the exchange of the dark square bishop on C3.
Right.
Yeah, he could have won the pawn without that exchange, because with the absence of the dark square bishop, I think that posed him some problems, and of course, it caused him some time on the clock.
Yeah, time was definitely an issue for me.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Joshua, just a word. Joshua, how did you prepare for today's match?
No. Don't answer that, Joshua. Do not answer that question. Do not. After the tournament, we can speak about that one. Congratulations, Joshua, and well played, Allan. You were setting quite a lot of problems in the Slav.
Yes, you were.
But
yes,
not in the French so much.
Yeah.
Not in the French. But I was saying to them, maybe you should have continued playing the Trompowski, because I kind of like those arising positions for white, instead of tackling the French if you are not well armed and well booked and well prepared. Joshua is a seasoned French player, so it makes no sense to even ask him what's up in French. Don't speak French to Joshua. Speak some other language. Russian, Trump, anything but French. Do not speak French. But thanks for joining in, Allan.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. So really now it's just to brush up on those opening and keep training, because at the end of the day, it's to have fun and try and improve. Can't play the same players every day. You have to get some fresh blood in. And Joshua, you move on to the next round as the Jamaican Saviour, as your name says. You did live up to that moniker today, and I'm pretty sure all of Jamaica is proud of you, and we want to see good chess continue.
The first Jamaican to go through, finally.
First Jamaican to go through. We have been getting licks. Quite a lot of licks. So I'm pretty sure everyone is happy. But your opponent did play well, but it just seems that time is a major factor in these competitions. Any departing words from you, Raggy?
Well, just to remind everyone that tomorrow's match brings the long-awaited debut on the Chess Showdown and Blitz series of the one and only FIDE master Ras Malaku IT Lord. Our hopes rest not on his shoulders but on his locks.
On his locks.
Remember, on the Rastaman comes open sesame, here comes Rastaman.
Malabi.
Yes, he battles another Trinidadian FIDE master Isaiah McIntosh, and we expect that tomorrow's game will be equally as exciting and thrilling. We don't know what he has in store for us, but I can tell you, listen, drop whatever you're doing and come out and support us. Trinidad in the house. We told you that this was gonna be our day today, and it's gonna be our day tomorrow. Eve, Cupid, you're on notice. Ryan, you're on notice. Any words from you, Shane?
No, but it was a very entertaining match. And don't let the scoreline fool you. Allan had some good chances in some of the games. As we stipulated, I think his time management was part of the problem, and maybe to some degree he didn't handle the French defenses properly. The exchange variation, he had a decent line, but the other line where he played queen to b1 and then back to d1, obviously that was a terrible game on his part. But nonetheless, a very entertaining match, and I'm hoping for better things for Joshua down the road.
All right, thanks. Well said, Shane. Guys in the chat, please remember to like the video on YouTube. It's right there, just besides subscribe. So those who haven't subscribed as yet, hit that as well. And tomorrow we have exciting stuff. As Raggy said, the hopes is on the locks. The locks are some 30 years old. These locks are strong, Raggy. These are strong locks. All right, guys. We are let's see if we have any questions from the chat, and then if
Yeah.
not, we will sign
We,
out.
we, yeah, this is your time to ask International Master Shane any questions.
Let's go, guys. It's not every day you get a seasoned IM to ask these questions for free. He's not paying you, but you know, the knowledge is still very, very valuable. So pose the questions, and we will see.
No questions?
Nope, no questions.
Okay.
All right, guys. We meet again tomorrow at 6, in which we have Mala versus Isaiah. Exciting stuff. Have a good rest of your evening and stay safe. All right.
Okay, everybody.
All right.
All right,
Signing
no
off.
problem.
Okay, bye.